Hare Krishna. Srila Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu gives us characteristic of a person or a sadhak who has developed ecstatic love for Krishna. Now he mentions 9 characteristics or symptoms of such person, of which 5 features we'll discuss today, and the rest 4 features we'll discuss in our next video. Now one point may be raised, that why to know these features? So the first reason is that unless and until we know about these characteristic features or symptoms of a person who is in ecstatic love, then we cannot assess ourselves whether we are going on the right path of devotion or not. We have to keep on checking. So that was the first reason. And the second reason, which is equally important, is that unless and until we know these features, then how are we going to practice it? Yes, a sadhak, a practitioner needs to practice these qualities. So that's why these symptoms are there. Now Rupa Goswami in shlok number 1.3.25 and 26 gives us these 9 characteristic features. We can also refer the Sanskrit shloka in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, 23rd chapter, and 18th and 19th shlokas. So the first point is, the shlok is like this: Shantir avyartha kalatvam viraktir manashuneta ashabandha samutkantha namagane sadaruchi asakti tad gunakhyane priti tad vasati sthale iti adyar anubhavasyur jat bhavam kure jane. So the first point is Shantir. So Srila Prabhupada writes that this Sha is Kshatriya and not Shanti, others Shanti. So this Prabhupada writes the meaning of this word Shanti is forgiveness. Now this is a very important quality for a devotee. Because why? The first reason is, that's the obvious reason. Can you guess? The first reason is because God has forgiven us for our sins, for our past deeds, for all the what we have done, for all the misdoings which we have done to the devotees. Still, God accepts us. He is giving us an opportunity to practice devotion so that we can make ourselves pure. So if God has forgiven us, then why shouldn't we forgive others? No. And the second point is, devotion is not done alone. If we do not forgive our companions, other sadhak with whom we are living, with whom we are practicing devotion, that this person is bad, this person is bad, this person is bad, then we'll be left us with ourselves. I, me and myself. And that's not the way devotion is done. That is not possible at all. So forgiveness is a very important quality. And in Bhagavatam, there is an example of this. Prahlad Maharaj, he forgives his demoniac father, Hiranyakashipu. So we also have to practice this quality. And even a child forgives. we can see in our daily lives. Even a child forgives his friends and starts playing with him again. So that's not a big deal actually. The second quality is avyarth kalatvam, that the time should not be wasted. Now the point is that we have to keep ourselves engaged in Krishna's service 24 hours a day. The example given is of Parikshit Maharaj. He had just 7 days left for his death, and he went to the bank of the Ganges and he is listening Srimad Bhagavatam from 𝗙ષdev Goswami. He says that I just want to listen to the glorification of Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, and nothing else more I want. So Krishna sambandh vina kaal vyarth nahi aaye. So it could be other way also, that we have engaged, but it should be Krishna sambandh. It should be in relation to Krishna. It should be satisfying to him. Then that has been. So the next point is virakti, renunciation. So the perfect example given in Srimad Bhagavatam is of Bharat Maharaj. 𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗆 there it is said, 𝗍𝗆, he gave up. 𝗍𝗆, although being in his youthful stage, although having a very beautiful wife and such a glorious empire, he gave up this world like malvat, like a stool. How could he give up? Uttam shlok lalasa. He had just one desire, intense desire, of whom? Uttam shlok, Krishna. It is said in scriptures that one who has seen the beautiful face of Krishna in his heart, for him this world is like a decorated dead body. Will it attract him? No. So Bharat Maharaj. Next point is mana shunyata, not accepting honor and giving honor to others. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also says, Trinad api shuni chena taror api sahishana amanina manadena kirtane sadhari. That is the way of doing bhajan. And we can see this, we can take example from our daily lives also. Like a housewife, a grihini. What's her life? She serves all the members of the family, not just 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 365 days around the year. And sometimes she has to bear insult also, but still she keeps on serving. And that is how she is able to maintain family. So this sacrifice is required. Man shunyata, if we want to build a beautiful home of bhakti. And the last point is asha bandha, hopefulness. A very important point. A devotee is always hopeful because he can see that he is unqualified, but he knows that Krishna can lift us up. It is not because of just our endeavors that we are able to do devotion. No, sadhana. Sadhana doesn't depend on us. It may be 1 or 2%. But the major part is because of the acceptance from Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva arambha hi doshena. In every endeavor there is some fault. So we know, although we know that we are doing mistakes, that we are not up to the mark, that we are lagging behind in our sadhana, but we know one day, by following the footsteps of pure devotees, by taking their association, we can reach the stage of pure love of Godhead. Even a businessman, he is very hopeful of his business. And why shouldn't we, as devotees, as aspiring devotees? So these were the 5 symptoms of one who has reached the stage of Bhava Bhakti, or ecstatic love of Godhead. The rest 4 symptoms we'll discuss in our next class. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.